What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Don Dada, aka Chef. I'm here with my brother, none other than Once 5150. My brother, we have the champ in the building.
Hey, the champ is here.
Hi, everybody.
Miss WOAD, the champ, the Shine Nova champion.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having the one-eyed, thick-thighed WOAD a part of y'all podcast.
Yes.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Listen, I'm excited. I've watched. Listen, I didn't know how many shows you've been on. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know your big ones, and I did Google you, and I was like, holy, this girl has put that work in.
Yeah, thank you. I've been doing this almost 12 years. So far, the first and only half-blind female wrestler. So hopefully I get to inspire a lot more people like me, people that with visually impaired problems, for them to pursue their dreams. So that's why I'm here, to tell my story.
Hey.
You know, and I usually, my fault, my brother, usually we ask this question later on, but I was like, your story is so dope. I was like, I got to do this early because when young girls, they go to an independent show, you're literally in hand reach. You know what I mean? Like they see you up close, where if you're on like one of the bigger shows, you might be in the back and they don't get to get that full experience. What was that like from coming up from just starting to where you're at now, where you are definitely influencing young girls to get into this business?
Well, I see, of course, I see the negative things that people say about me, of course. And, I just take that with a grain of salt. But every time after a match, I have a mom come up to me and tell me how grateful she is that I'm showing that, her daughter can be full-figured and beautiful and dangerous. And, she can be the most dangerous weapon of all. And that's what I'm showing. That's what I'm giving out. And that basically lets me know to keep going. So, to ignore all the negative imagery, to ignore all the negative comments, to ignore all the negative stereotypes, and just continue to do what it is that I'm doing. And that is being the one-eyed, thick-thighed weapon of mass destruction.
I love that. Oh, and by the way, what is that behind you? It's like a thing on your wall, like a picture that you somebody.
It's a banner, and you can get it off luchaware.art.
Damn.
Yo, that thing is fire. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's fire.
Yes.
Yeah, that is crazy right there. When I saw that, I'm like, what the hell is that back there? She got her whole mural and everything.
Yes, I do. Yes, this is the house that the WOAD built. So.
Yes.
Bam.
Yes.
Bam.
Now talking about that, the house that you built. I mean, has it been a long struggling road to get to where you are right now? Because like you said,
of course. I mean, I'm from the South, so you take a curvy Black woman and put her in wrestling in the South, especially Georgia, it definitely has its challenges.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I don't know if people can see it, right? But I know you're from Georgia, so I threw on my Falcon Mike Vick jersey. I'm from New York, but I was like, she's from Georgia. Mike Vick is my guy. We got to rep Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like I was like, this what's up. No, but I like the question. I think he's going because I think a lot of people when we do these, we try to tell people like this process is you do have to like there is sacrifices. You know what I mean? Like. You're maybe not going to be able to hang out because you got to go to a show. You got to train. You got to do this. And what's the hardest part of being where you're at today? Like, what was the one struggle that you were like, damn, like I had to sacrifice that to get where I'm at today?
Basically, I would have to say being everything that they thought that I was supposed to be. This business, especially being a female, and I'm only saying this because I'm a female and this is what I go through. You have an image that you're supposed to be, or that that you're supposed to look like, and instead of conforming to that image, I made my own. I stepped outside of the box, and that is something that I would honestly give to everyone. It's the best advice in this business. There are 1,000 able-bodied, jack muscle people that want to, look like what they think they're supposed to look like. But there's only one WOAD. There's only one of you. There's only one of the next person. So just be that, because I guarantee that's something that you can definitely put in your career. The best thing about your career is that you can make it your own. And honestly, not trying to be slim, not trying to look like how everyone else looks like, was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I had to accept that, I'm not a small woman. I'm not. These thick thighs, they in live. I got the guns and I got the buns. So as what I like to say, more mass with that ass.
Yes.
So, get ready. Like this is a business where people get hit hard. So I'm going to use all my body, my full body, and turn it into the most dangerous weapon. And I'd say that was honestly the hardest thing. One of the hardest things for me to overcome was the fact that accepting and loving the fact that I don't look like the average girl in this business. And I love it.
Now,
my brother. Wait. I got to cut you off. I apologize. I got to cut you off because there's a specific moment that I seen that I was like, I got to ask her about before I forget, because, we're trying to interview and talk that stuff. Yes. But dude, she's on like the outside of the ropes, right? So she's standing on the mat, but on the outside of it. And she like power bombs, I can't remember her name, through a table.
Natalia Markova.
Oh my God, yo. I seen that, and in my head, I was like, how did she kill her? Like, it was one of the craziest spots. Like, people, when you're a certain size, I want you to do things with ease. And you lifted her up like she didn't weigh anything. And the way her body, and I want to use the word violently, like went through that table, I was like, I lost my shit literally sitting in my bed the other day, and I was like, oh my Lord, like she killed this chick. And it was kudos to you. You're just like, I'm like, holy shit, I'm talking to her about it because it was such a sick spot. But you also like put her through a table before that too. So it was like, you really put the work in. That entire, when you're done with that, like, are you like, man, we just did that damn thing? You know what I mean? Like that feeling of where we killed that. You know what I mean? Like I destroyed that.
Well, the object for me, other than to crush my opponent, is to have the whole crowd, every single fan that's in that arena that watches what I do, to talk about me at the end of the night. That's the message that I want to put out there. That's the message that I try to put out there every time I step into the ring. And, it doesn't matter whether my opponent gets the 1, 2, 3. The matter of it will be, will they walk out of that arena alive? And will you get carried out? Will you get stretched out? Will you crawl out? That's all up to you. But best believe you will feel these buns of steel. And like wrestling Natalia Markova, that's how I earned this beautiful title right here. Going toe to toe with her for over a year at Shine Wrestling. Despite the pandemic, despite everything that we had to go through, we went balls to the wall, and I, came out victorious.
Well, I just wanted to say, like you mentioned before, thighs do save lives. So,
No, they're in lives. Thick thighs.
Thighs save lives. So that's one thing. But I wanted to ask you, you being a female, you're already behind the 8 ball. But then you were an African American female, so now you hit the double whammy behind the wall. So have you seen it that is more difficult for you to get where you are now because you are an African American female?
Of course, without a doubt. Like I said, I wrestle in the South. So you put a curvy black woman wrestling in the heart of Georgia. Best believe it's going to be hard, and not just curvy, but just black.
Yeah.
Period. But it showed me that I was bigger than where I was at, and I clearly didn't fit the norm of what they were used to, but it just showed, I was made big. I was made to be more.
Yeah.
I was meant to be bigger, and I was meant to be in my own lane. And I feel that's what the WOAD is, especially with this. A lot of people don't know if this is real or not, but I tell them, no. Yeah, it's literally the only thing that's fake about me is this glass eye. So you come at me correct, you tell me, oh, your buns are still, that's not believable. watch my buns and still crush your skull. You say, oh, your thick thighs, oh, what, it's a joke. Yeah, okay. Watch me knock you out with these thick thighs. And I tell you right now, there is only one-eyed, thick thigh WOAD.
Now, going up on that, for the last 2 years, the women's evolution has changed a lot. The landscape, there's more females wrestling more, especially on the big shows. In all those steps that you've seen in the last 2-3 years, do you think there's still more for females to achieve?
Definitely, without a doubt. And I think that's something that we ourselves will have to do as women, because I feel that I know in order to help the women's wrestling, we have to help ourselves. And I feel the best thing that we can do is try to help each other. No more of the, whether you feel this certain type of way about someone or not, talking about them or crapping on them or speaking any negative thoughts about them, it's not going to do you any better. It's not going to make you be the person that you're supposed to be. It's not going to make you the professional that you're supposed to be. And I feel that, it doesn't matter whether I like this person or not. My object of the match is to go out there and have the best match on the card. I want every fan to be talking about, hey, did you see that girl with the big booty, but she knocked her opponent out and gave her a freaking concussion? That's what I want them to talk about. So it doesn't matter to me whether I like this person, whether I dislike this person. Trust me, your face is just another face for me to crush.
Mm-hmm. Words to live by. Words to live by.
And it's wild for me because, you would think with somebody like where you seen Awesome Kong, who dominated for so many years, that people would adjust to that and it would be okay for any size girl to do what they do and enjoy their passion, because she's one of the greatest that I've ever seen. And she's obviously not sized like a Barbie. So it's like, I don't get the stereotype they want to give people. But like, at the end of the day, you're so unique and you have a certain aggressiveness that I feel it first off, it's up my alley. I like aggressive things. I'm a city guy. I like people getting beat up. You have this, I don't want to keep using the word violent, but you fight very physical. And a lot of females do more of the, try to do the aerial or the technical, where you're mixing in the technical and physical. So it's like, if they want to see a complete match, they should really look into your work. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't understand how people look and say, this person doesn't fit what I'm looking at, because there isn't another one of you. There is literally one,
And honestly, I agree with everything you're saying. And I've had people ask me, hey, why aren't you on this promotion? Or why aren't you on this promotion? It seems like everybody else is doing this promotion except you. And, it's like I always say, if they want me, they know where to find me. Yeah. And whether they want to get the cheap knockoff or try to make someone to be like me, they can't, because there's only one WOAD. There's only one, and you're looking at her.
Yes.
So it's like I always say, I got time for this. I got time to wait. You guys want to sit and try to take everything that is the WOAD and give it to somebody else when you have the WOAD right here? That's fine. I'll sit here and I'll wait.
Now, is there when you were coming up, who inspired you? Because I hate asking this question, but you always got to ask for anyone. Who inspired you to be who you are? Like, is there a mix of wrestlers that you were like, I'm going to mix this, I'm going to make myself though? Like, what inspired you to get into the business and what kept you going with it?
Well, I've been watching wrestling since I was 3 years old. I've been in love with it. My grandmama used to watch it, so I loved it. Growing up right here in Atlanta, we had the WCW right downtown Atlanta. So, wrestling was always a huge part of my life. I gotta tell you, like, I've been a fan of course, Stone Cold, The Rock, Booker T for sure, but definitely, without a doubt, hands down, Rikishi. Rikishi, really? Yes. Oh, yes. A lot of my moves are inspired by him. This is why I call myself the weapon of mass destruction. he was the one that showed me one of the very first wrestlers that I really watched, that I really got into, that showed how dangerous your backside, not just your backside, but your body could be. And
Absolutely.
you know, and it's crazy how I get so much negative heat about, oh, hey, I can't shake my butt, or I can't use my butt as a weapon. And it's like, you have Rikishi right here, like Rikishi, Yokozuna, all these men, they show that it can be done. But because I'm a woman, because I'm curvy, because I'm African American, because I'm twerking or tuning up the band or whatever it is that you want to call it, you feel some way to say that what I do, I can't use my butt as a weapon. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's how you feel. But let me show you. Let me show you your ass. I will knock you out with this ass.
Well, the funny thing is, you see more females using their body parts as weapons. You know, more,
yeah, but listen to what she's saying. They're trying to say, you know, with like the
exactly. But now that there's more females that are saying, you know something, this is my body. I got the assets. I'm going to use the assets to my advantage. It's not cheating.
Why would you not? It's exactly. Like what I understand is like why would you not? Like Rikishi showed us, like you have someone sitting in the corner, you in for a hurting. You know, you can really crush somebody with these thick thighs, and best believe that's something that I will do. I will turn my entire body into a weapon, because just because you like it, you say, oh, it's a nice ass, you shouldn't be doing that. Just because it makes you feel some kind of way, that's your perception of me, yours, not mine.
Well,
so best believe I will.
I was gonna say I'll probably be a fan watching you wrestling, and I'd be like, please don't destroy the assets. Please say no. Please.
Please. The assets destroy everything else. Trust me when I tell you that these are buns of steel. These are legit buns of steel. These buns of steel can withstand the hit of a steel chair. Nothing can hurt these.
Which I see. I see that. Yes, with the chair. That was crazy. Yeah.
No,
what the hell?
I'm telling you, they're like, when I say there's no one other like her, there's no one other like her, because there are certain things that you've seen in matches where you've never seen before. And that is a lot of kudos, because the three of us have been watching wrestling, and she's obviously a part of wrestling for many years. And when you don't ever see something and it's brand new, you're like, oh, wow, like that's dope because you never seen it. My one issue I have is, I'm not growing up in the South. I'm from New York. There's no hate well, maybe because I'm from the hood. Like, you didn't hate white people, you didn't hate Spanish people, you didn't hate black people. You know what I mean? Like, everybody, if you were good people, you were good people. In this industry, it seems so driven. And I don't want to throw nobody under the bus or make anybody in trouble, but it seems so driven against certain ethnicities that you're like, I don't want to see the hottest chick in the world. If I want to, there's websites you could do that. I want to see people who could wrestle. If you could wrestle, that's all that matters. I don't care if you're big, small, tall, whatever. It's called wrestling. I want to enjoy wrestling. Someone like you is a prototype of the word wrestling, and you do it all. And it's like, I sit back and there's people like Ducey, and I'm like, how is she not there? And if people want somebody who's completely different, which is completely marketable as a business, you go, I have enough Barbie dolls. I don't have one of her. She's the one who's going to stand out, crush these girls. You can make whatever storylines you want up, and then you have the perfect mix of like the Gail Kim and Awesome Kong thing, like I was talking about.
Yes,
I'm just frustrated with the industry at times.
Honestly, and I've said this before. I definitely feel that women's wrestling has come a long way, because 5 years ago there hasn't been that many female wrestlers as there are now. So it definitely has come a long way. It's slow progress, but progress nonetheless. And I'm glad to not only be a part of it, but witness it myself. And it's a great feeling. And I feel the only thing that I can do is just do what I do best, and just keep knocking down barriers, keep busting through stereotypes, keep doing what the WOAD does best. And if no one chooses to look at me, well, I'm just gonna make you look at me. Like, that's the thing. You won't be able to help but to look at me, because I'm the motherfucking WOAD. And then that's that.
Whoa. Now
I love it.
Yeah, now female future female that you are now, future champion, as you are current champion, future champion somewhere else, hopefully in the future, what can you tell the younger girls who are coming into the business now that you've learned and you experience this yourself, and you want to tell them, like, you know, stay away from this type of situation because I've been through this before, this type of road?
The best thing I can tell any female that's coming into this business, and I feel this is honestly not just for any female, but for anybody, love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself every day. If you want to make yourself healthier, that's great, but never, you know, hate on your body because you feel like it's ugly. The hardest, it's like life came full circle for me for accepting and revealing to the wrestling world that, hey, I'm half blind. That was literally to this day the hardest obstacle that I had to get over, because it was a mental strain on me. I figured the world wouldn't accept me. And later I realized that I honestly had nothing to be ashamed about, because I proved everything to the wrestling world without them even knowing this. So yeah, love yourself, love your flaws, love your abnormalities, love your insecurities, love it, because it's really what helps make you you. It makes you stand out. It's what makes you different. And don't ever let anybody try to tell you that, hey, you can't do this or you can't do this. This is wrestling. You can do anything in wrestling. And there's something for wrestling for everybody. So if someone tell you, hey, this is not a good idea, do you know how many people that are still telling me to this day, hey, you shouldn't say weapon of mass destruction? You know, and so many people are still telling me that. But I know that this is one of a kind. And I know what people do when they see something that's completely different. What do? We ignore it. We try to push it away because it's different. It's something strange. But then over time, we began to accept it. And then we love it and we can't get enough of it. And that's it. That's what's going to happen to the world. First, they'll laugh at me. Then they'll ignore me. And then I'll win.
You know,
yeah,
and
I was going to say,
better not ignore you too, bro, because that's an ass whooping coming.
I was going to say, last week we had one of your opponents, and I don't know if she's a friend of yours, but our home girl that we love, Ivelisse, you know, that she's one of us, you know, Puerto Rican, whoop, whoop, you know, all day, all that, you know. So, but I seen you guys go up against each other, and I seen you guys where you guys were a team, like I want to say a couple of weeks ago. Like, who has been one of your toughest opponents? Does she rank up there as being one of them, or do you have some other opponents that gave you everything you can handle them more?
Oh, definitely. She's definitely one of the toughest opponents. Her and Natalia Markova, they both helped me. Having going toe to toe with them really makes me elevate myself even more, and that's what I want. And now just, you know, tagging up with her at Shine Wrestling. We recently went against Natalia Markova and Santana Garrett for both of our titles, yes, actually. But yeah, we both came out victoriously. So
yeah, there was a little swerve there towards the end there. So there was a swerve there towards the end there. So all that. Oh,
hey, I was knocked out. I was knocked out.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. You were somewhere else minding your business there, so you didn't see what happened. But yeah, there was a little swerve. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you know. But I'm surprised that you haven't used your mass or ass destruction into, I haven't seen it in a t-shirt or a bumper sticker somewhere, assets of ass destruction. I mean, you said it like 6-7 times. Every time you say, I see a bumper sticker with your buns on one side from the back and saying asset of ass destruction on it. For some reason, I see that on a bumper sticker or a t-shirt. It's just popping in my head. Like why
you want a shirt? Just say, I want a shirt that says that.
Yeah, it's like, why hasn't she used this to her advantage of you know, capitalizing her phrase? I mean, I could definitely see that. Like right there. Boom, like really right there. Like, I need a t-shirt that says that. Approved by you. If you ever go in the future, I will definitely buy that if it ever happens. I'm just saying. Every time she says it, it just pops in my head the branding expansion that she can do right now.
Hold on. We're interviewing her, no question, but I gotta ask you a question.
What?
So the whole time we're talking to this beautiful young lady, every time she says it, you keep thinking, I need that shirt.
Every time she says it, it just pops in my head. Just boom, like the vision. Every time it just, I just keep, you see me keep looking up like, wow, hold up. I see something here. The bright idea. Look at the light. Look at the light on top of my head. Look at the light on top of my head right here. Idea. Message.
And you know what? We have a mutual friend who does dope work. So I'm just saying. But I mean, he's a certain referee, and he to me, he's one of the best artists I know. I love him to death. But so my question is, the next thing is what's your dream match? Like, is there someone in this industry right now where you're like, this is who I want next? This is the next big step.
Honestly, anybody. There's so much talent. It's too much talent to just name one person.
Yeah.
And honestly, anybody can get these buns of steel, whether it's Trixadora, whether it's Jade Cargill, or whether it's Abaddon, or whether it's Jessica Havoc. Like, anybody can get these buns of steel. Yeah, Thunder Rosa, La Rosa Negra, anybody. Like, I want to wrestle everybody because honestly, I want to be so in a way, it's like it's so disrespectful that there's a one-eyed, thick-thighed weapon that can come out there and do it better than anybody ever thought she could, and that's what I plan on doing.
You said La Rosa Negra, and immediately my head went like boom, boom.
What?
She gets it.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she gets it. La Rosa Negra and the WOAD. Yes. Yeah, she gets it. If you don't get it, then you gotta. I don't know. You gotta join in, brother. Join in.
My fault. I apologize. My fault. It happens. You know what I mean? But
I'll tell you later. I'll explain it to you later.
So listen. So do you have any more questions for this beautiful young lady? Because I mean, honestly, I won't lie on these. I always tell the truth. It took us forever to get her on because myself didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, I'm a Zoom idiot. So I was like, hey, so my brother hit her with something dope so we could get up out of here and she could plug her stuff.
I want to know, what's next for the WOAD coming up, this month, next month, for the rest of 2022. God permitting, there's no more, weird diseases coming out.
Will she be at Mania weekend? That's a good question because you'll be there.
Yeah.
Yes, I will. Yes, I'll be there Thursday through Sunday. Yes, I'll definitely be there.
Now, is Shine having a show out there, or is just you?
Not that I know of, but I know Mission Pro for sure is. So maybe check out Thunder Rosa's show, Mission Pro. Yeah.
Yes.
But
yeah.
I'm gonna be there. Just doing what I always do. Giving out concussions left and right. Being the WOAD. So yeah. Also, I have I can't tell you everything was happening because I don't want to give away the big surprise.
Yes.
But I'm also
don't do it.
I also be at Shine April 17th in Clearwater, Florida, at the OCC Roadhouse. And I'll definitely be back in California in May and also in June. I also have a show up in Albertville, Alabama, March 26th, so this month. So definitely, you guys definitely watch out for the WOAD.
Damn. You got a couple of things there for you said June, July there.
Oh yeah, that's not even all of it. So yes.
So you know what? We thank you for everything. As a matter of fact, where could they find your merchandise? Even though you said it before, I'd like you to say it's super clear.
Yes, this is on fullygimmick.com. Get the WOAD Full Moon Phenom. Look at that. Yes. I'm also on prowrestlingtees.com/the WOAD. I'm also, you can get this beautiful thing and other shirts.
Yes.
Luchaware.art. That's LuchaWear.ART. And I am also on Instagram as at the WOAD. I'm on TikTok, over 20,000 followers at the WOAD. I'm also on Twitter, _ the WOAD. And I'm on Facebook like page. Just type in the WOAD.
Now I gotta ask you one question, one weird question that I want to ask wrestlers. Do you pre-meal? Like, do you eat before the matches or do you wait after the match to eat? Because me, I'll probably be nervous before I go in, so I probably won't even eat anything till after.
Oh, you have to wait till after because, I mean, especially me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to give somebody a concussion and then give them a gas, you know what I mean? Like, that would be so wrong. If I were to eat a burrito and just, oh my God, that's like a fake person's death.
You know what? I'm glad you asked because that's the greatest way we could ever go out of this.
That'd be kind of,
gentlemen.
hold on. That'd be kind of cool if you walk to the ring with a box of Taco Bell and just put it in the corner, and so they could think like, you know, she just came from ordering some food. And
yo, dude, you need to stop because you trying to steal her Taco Bell. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to take her Taco Bell.
I get hungry too, man. I get hungry too. I'll probably be feeding her at the Mission Pro show. Like, here's a taco for you.
You know what? Like I said, thank you very much for coming on. She's been one of the funniest and best guests, and I love her insight. Obviously, listen, if you're a female wrestler, I'm going to tell you now, if you want to be pushed to the limits, this is who we're talking to. That is the marquee. I'm going to tell you now, if you can handle that, salute to you, because most of y'all don't think can. I'm talking that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we out of here. Deuces.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Chef, ask you for that thing. What the hell do you call that?
For what?
You know, the plug for the show.
Oh,
how to say it.
It is, if you can just say, this is WOAD and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network, so we could use it as like a teaser for the interview.
Yes. I got you. Yeah, y'all ready?
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm the one-eyed, thick-thighed, Shine Nova champion, the WOAD, and you're watching Urban Wrestling.
Thank you very much, my brother. Let me get up out of here before the wife kicks my behind because it's Friday.
and Ms. WOAD, I'll be there for WrestleMania weekend. So I'm looking forward to that show on Saturday. So now that I know you're there, I will definitely stop by and buy some merchandise from you in person there. So.
I'm not booked on that show. I was just giving it a shout out. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not booked on the Mission Pro show. I'm just, gonna be there for support. But
okay.
Yes.
Oh, if I see you, but are you gonna be sending merch just in case too? Just all right, cool. So I'll definitely hit you there in person, get all the shirt. And just in case, if you use that idea that I gave you from now till then, you never know. The shirt might come out in the future. So
yes. Yes.
All right.
Well, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank y'all for having me.
You have a nice weekend, Ms. WOAD.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.